Alright, so let's open up our quest log. Scavenger hunt we'll do later. Here we go, Eskel. Go find him.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else has left the keep recently.
I mean, technically we left the keep recently. But we didn't leave down this road. Following the path and following the path and following the path. There's a lot of following paths in this game. A lot of following trails. Oh, he went off the path. Went off the road. Interesting that we're not getting any yellow circles on the minimap for this one.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal.
Okay, well we found the place where he's at. Where is he at?
Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Draconid oil, okay. This is probably for fighting the things.
Footprints and hoofprints. A goat. Interesting.
Probably something to use to lure the monsters. Use a goat as bait.
Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Alright, get over here, wolves. And yeah, that used the adrenaline points instead of the stamina there. And the stamina instantly refilled, it seemed like, after I used it as well. So that was weird. But also interesting. Actually, it's stamina probably instantly regenerated because all the wolves were dead. That's probably why. Probably the only reason.
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, stench.
Okay, so follow the smell using your Witcher senses. Okay, there we go. You don't need to fight any more dogs.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Oh, something over here. Probably the goat. Yep.
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Yep, exactly what I expected. Used as bait.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
Okay, good. He's still around. Oh, I recognize this guy. I don't remember from where, but I recognize him. We've ran into this guy before.
As for forktails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye.
Or maybe I remember him from the not the bestiary, like the list of people that we know. You know, the thing in our glossary.
Near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
Yeah, no need to bring up
I'm a
Yennefer.
simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Oh, you bring up Yennefer anyways. Try to limit myself to sleeping with sorceresses? Consider yourself lucky? I don't know what he means by this. Try to limit myself to sleeping with sorceresses? Is he saying like sorceresses are his thing? I don't know. Consider yourself lucky.
Fame's not all it's made out to be. Consider myself lucky if I were you.
You're right. Takes a lot of champagne to wash down all that caviar. That is tough going. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
I don't think there's a way we could not hear that.
There it is.
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest.
Big
All right.
bastard!
Come at me.
Handle this.
Oh. Now I have to recast that again. But I'm already able to because of the adrenaline points, and I can cast it again because of the adrenaline points. That's just great. Yeah, that perk works really well. That's definitely worth sacrificing a combat perk for the ability to cast Quen with adrenaline points. The only downside to that is if we take critical damage, we won't be able to get a heal if we've used up all our adrenaline points already. But still, that perk was never
From an artery. Blood's light colored.
that reliable
Can't
for us
fly much
anyways.
further.
It was reliable
Not
enough the
scared
first
to
time,
leave
but
the
it
horse
seemed
down
to
below?
stop
Forktail could decide
working
to have it.
eventually.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved this lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Eskel and Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale.
Wait a second. Did he just say that? Is he the person that recruited that other guy that we were just talking to earlier? He said, "Give me what what you find at home."
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous.
Did I hear that right? Hold on. I need to replay that conversation.
She cackled on the fence.
What?
The old hen she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Okay, he remembers his mom. Hold on. I'm gonna save right here. I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna go back into the recording, and I'm gonna re-listen to what he just said. Okay, here I am again, and there's past me right there. But let me see again what this guy actually said.
That's light colored. Can't fly much further.
Because it sounded like he was saying the same thing as what that kid was saying, the other Witcher.
Scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
I'm just wondering if this was the guy,
Warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine.
the guy that recruited him.
Told you how I got him.
No, don't think so.
Saved this lost knight once.
Saved this lost night once. Woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Yeah. So, although I think the guy said that it was drowners, not wolves. Yeah, I think the other Witcher said that it was drowners that were attacking his dad, not wolves. But I can go back and check that as well.
Woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home.
And yeah, give me what you find at home. The other guy said it was give me the first thing you see when you come home, when you get home, and that was the kid.
And all that.
Oh, and no, and he said no kid this time, but his mare had just So this is the guy. He said no kid this time, which means that this guy specifically did do that before. He did like get people's children. He's rescue people and then say, okay, I want your children as payment. That's like something some kind of demon would do, some kind of monster. That is not the kind of thing that a good person would do. I do not like this guy. I don't think I've seen what I needed to see. I know I don't like Eskel. I know that the Witchers obviously they had to do what they had to do for sure, and there's all sorts of monsters around, and they needed to get enough power and recruit enough people by force if necessary in order to fight the monsters. But that doesn't mean that I like him for it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like him for it, even if there was a reason behind it. Okay, yeah, that's all I needed to see. Goodness gracious. So Eskel was the one that recruited the guy. In that case, it's not Vesemir you should be angry at. It should be Eskel.
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. He broke its wing, I think.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
Alright, well, we're on its turf, but I don't think that will matter. I didn't need rotting flesh, but it's okay. We'll take it anyways, I guess. Oh, hello. More lesser runestones. When are we ever gonna find greater runestones? Come on. All we ever find are lesser runestones. Like they grow on trees or something. Okay, he's way more hurt than he was earlier. Okay, we didn't even need to use our adrenaline points to cast Quantic another time.
Alright, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
I mean, that's why we asked. We wanted to know.
Of course it does. Don't see us lifting the curse without her, though.
We could have gone to Triss for help.
Put it to you this way. If Yen can't help Uma, we can always go to Triss. She won't hold it against us. But if we'd done it the other way around...
There'd be hell to pay.
Okay, so you're saying that Yennefer would be very angry if we went to Triss first? But Triss wouldn't be very angry if we went to Yennefer first? I feel like that's a reason why we should go to Triss first. Because she's not somebody who will get angry at us for such a petty matter.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Enough of this talk. Let's go.
Another reason to like Triss more. Alright, well, we got the stuff. Let's loot the rest of it. Got all the diagrams, too. Why not? Okay, now I guess we just make our way back. Simple enough. Oh, okay, right into a cutscene.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Why not?
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Okay. Good comeback, I guess. Alright, here we go. Come on, go, Roach. It's hard to tell when it's in galloping mode or not. Yes, slow him down. Gotta cut the corners. Honestly, I never really understood horseback riding, like racing, as a thing. It's not real. I'm sure there's rider skill involved, but it's the horse that's doing all of the work. And it really matters just how light the rider is. A lot more than a lot of things. How light the rider is, and how good the horse is, rather than the skill of the rider. But what do I know? Sure, somebody will say that it requires lots of skill.
Saddle kept sliding.
Maybe it
Not a
does.
crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
If you insist, don't need anything. I mean, sure, we'll take a prize. Why not?
Since you insist.
Here. Use it wisely.
If he's willing to give us to it, then it's not something too crazy, right? Got a lot of experience from that. Mountain folk boots. Alright, are those good? Is the question. Also, a better sword. Okay. Geared inside enhanced sensitivity and critical hit damage bonus. Where is the compare button? Here it is. But the current one we have has increased critical hit damage bonus and some chance to bleed. I think that's what was doing damage over time before, although now we have an actual damage over time skill as well. But yeah, this one just does more base damage. Is that better? I think our critical hit chance is a little bit too low for that extra damage bonus on critical hit to matter as much as the base attack. So we'll equip that for now. And for the boots, it's not as good as what we already had, so he probably should have just kept it for himself. We got some better armor though. Right? The old one just has better piercing and bludgeoning resistance, which is nice, but this one has monster resistance. Okay, cool. Got a slightly new look. So now we just need to talk to Yennefer, right? Now we have to help fix the megascope. Whatever the heck a megascope is. You know what? I prefer our look in this armor. I don't care if it's worse. I think this looks better on us. The other thing is too, I don't know, loose? I'm gonna keep this armor on anyways, even though it is slightly worse than the other armor. Oh, here he is, Lambert. He was the guy. Yeah, I'm surprised
Can we talk?
he had nothing to say about that other guy.
Nice to be together again, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Just missing Siri.
Thanks for reminding me.
I had to change the subject. Heard a sentimental sob making its way up from your gut. Any idea why she's returned?
Shortest version, she's running from the wild hunt.
Damn. Going gets tough and you need help, you can count on me.
Glad to hear it.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah, Lambert seems nice. I hope he doesn't. Yeah, I hope he doesn't get killed. Of all the people. This Eskel guy, though, he's kind of strange. Don't really like the way that he did things in the past, but like I said, I know there are definitely reasons for it. It's a big place. What is this? Where does this go? It's blocked off. Do they keep the demons down there or something? Yeah, I guess we need to go up. Wait, hold on. Is that... do these chests have stuff in it? Empty bottles. Ooh, nice. Just what I was looking for. The greatest of treasure.
Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers.
Oh? New book. Oh, it's actually a quest, too. For it is well known that when a witcher inflicts torment, suffering, and death, he experiences a semblance of pleasure and delight. The kind a normal and righteous man only feels when performing his marital duties. Okay, so this is written by somebody who doesn't like witchers and wants to spread some nonsense about them. With his spouse, Ibidem cum ejaculatio. From this, it clearly he didn't have to, whoever this is writing this didn't have to spell it out like that. From this, it clearly follows that the Witcher is, in the very matter of his being, a defiler of nature, an immoral and loathsome degenerate, born from the darkest and rankest depths of hell. For only one such as the devil himself can derive pleasure from suffering and torment. Although, of course, we can't speak for all Witchers, but I can speak for Geralt and say that he's not like that. Note in margin, the book is a key. The mines near Kaer Morhen. What?
Notes describe how to open a passage in the mine. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
Okay, so we got a treasure map for some loot. We'll deal with that later. First, we gotta climb lots and lots of stairs, apparently. What the?
Damn it, you piece of shit!
That was a jump scare. Jeez.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
Calm down never calms somebody down.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
No, we actually did all those things already, Yennefer. So you're actually the one who's being a little bit slow right now. So there. This is why I did your part last, so that you could actually be the one who's in the wrong here. Ha ha.
Guys, well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything.
When the time is right, huh?
First, we must finish our preparations.
Why can't you explain? Yeah, exactly. Do you not trust us? The only reason why you wouldn't tell us everything is if you didn't trust us to go along with your plan or make the right decisions, or what you think are the right decisions.
You got trust issues with us?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Okay, well, you're right about that.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Yeah, that's very weird logic to say that, oh, you don't trust me, so I'm not going to tell you anything. That just makes us trust you less. That's the reason why I don't trust her, is the fact that she doesn't tell us anything. She has no reason, I feel, to keep secrets from Geralt, and yet she does. Which is incredibly weird. Somebody she's as close to as Geralt, like, who else is she more close to than Geralt? I don't know. Ciri, maybe? And yet she's still keeping secrets from us. It doesn't make sense. I don't see how withholding her secret from us makes us trust her more. So she's saying that her secret is something that if she tells us, we'll no longer trust her? That would only be if she only tells us half of the secret, right? If she was to explain to us the whole truth, surely we would trust her, right? If it's something that's good. Unless it's something that we really don't want. It's got to be something or some situation where, like I said before, she thinks she knows what's best for us, and so she wants to do the thing that she thinks is best for us, and doesn't think that we'll agree with her, but wants us to go along with it anyways, because she knows best. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Oh, I
Would
see.
you prefer I take it out some other way? Know what? We should end this discussion before I say something I'll regret.
I mean, okay, it is understandable that she's very angry about that, but because, well, although not necessarily angry at us, but angry at Triss for taking advantage of the fact that we lost our memories. Because that stuff only happened because Triss tricked us in that situation. Didn't tell us about our relationship with Yennefer. Didn't tell us the whole story. So I think she's right to be upset about that particular thing.
But I'd love to hear what you have to say.
But I'm still gonna press
Is
her.
that so? Very well then. Listen, you shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your witch's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to...
I think it's good that she's getting all this off of her chest and speaking all of it instead of bottling it up. So I'm glad that I chose this dialogue option and that she's letting her frustrations out. Because they're valid.
That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
I won't grovel. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Told you I lost my memory. What is the right answer here? I won't grovel. She's not asking us to grovel. Made a mistake. I'm sorry. That doesn't change anything. Told you I lost my memory. That excuse also doesn't change anything. Like, none of these change the facts of what happened, or change what happened and how she feels about it. Her feelings about this are still valid, even if it was something that we couldn't do anything about. They're directed at us, which is unfair to us because we did not know. We had lost our memories. But that's just how feelings work. It's normal. So, what's the best thing we can say is, I don't know what to say here. I won't grovel. Made a mistake. I'm sorry. Told you I lost my memory. I'm just gonna say this.
Yen, told you already. I lost my memory.
And I've lost my patience.
Teleporting me away. Okay, doesn't want any help, huh? Okay.
She's really not in the mood.
We're back here. Okay, well, now I have to make my way all the way back, I guess. I wonder what the answer, she would have done with the other options. I won't grovel probably would have had a similar response. They probably all would have had a similar response at that point, honestly. We were testing her patience there, but still. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll get us back there. Alright, we're back again. Let's see if this child is gonna throw any more tantrums. And we'll save before we go up there, just in case. Just in case I get us thrown out again.
Ah, Geralt. Anything you'd like to say?
No.
Mm-hmm. The view from there is spectacular.
Perhaps I should have teleported you 2 miles higher. Breathtaking, that view. To die for, really.
I'm not gonna apologize to her when she threw a tantrum and teleported us over a lake. No thank you. That's a childish tantrum.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid. The other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
So she's trying to use this megascope to contact somebody. And there's some power source nearby that we need to find? Okay. Who do you plan to contact? Yeah, give me
Who
information.
you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
First off, stop pouting. Second, no, it's no secret. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
I don't remember, but sure.
Sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor. Okay. Use the thingy. Use the thingy and you find the thingy. Got it.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are.
Yeah, I think Vesemir referred to it as a squeaky
Spare
thing.
me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
Alright, okay, tutorial on the left side of the screen you can't see. You have a new quest item. Prepare it by using an appropriate slot in the inventory panel and selecting it from the quick access menu. To use the item, press RB. Yeah. We've already done that kind of thing before.
Nothing here.
Alright, well, let's use this Potestaquizitor and find what we can find.
Nothing here.
We just keep it out, walk around. The thing is the disturbance in this castle itself? That wouldn't be surprising. Seems like something she could just do herself, but it's okay. Oh.
Oh, got a signal.
Yeah, I know we got a signal, but where? Oh.
Can't be far now.
So, Jennifer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Getting warmer. Warmer. Haunted witchering just never took off.
Oh, what did we find?
Getting warmer. Warmer. Disturbance is coming from there. Hot.
Hot. It's just dialogue overlapping.
What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir.
Okay.
How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
Uma indeed.
All done. You can go.
Where did he even put them? Did he throw them in the sea?
Let's check your
Store 'em in a
condition
cave?
reflexes.
She didn't say how far they need to be, like, how far they need to go away from this place. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to it again.
Can we talk?
There's nothing to say right now. It's just gonna say Uma.
Nothing here.
Alright, let me put that away already.
Mounted witchering just never took off.
What am I using? No idea. Must be something on the other side of the wall.
No reaction to diamond.
Where's this go? This place is big. It goes everywhere. I'm not going to explore this just yet. Just report back to Yennefer for now. Although, I wanted to read this.
Like that. Pretty, isn't it?
The Illustrated Atlas of Insectoids. Arachus, monst of the Arachnida sub. Okay, that last part I don't know how to say. Subtype, Viper hexapoda. Hexapoda. Lives mainly in boggy terrain, but also in caves and abandoned mines. Hierarchical caste structure, with a highly specialized members, masters of mimicry, many specimens highly poisonous, invasive species, migrated from the south, might be fought with silver, ideally freshly coated with insectoid oil. Okay then.
Afraid of silver.
So we got stuff in the bestiary from reading that. Interesting. We'll read that another time. And the Wild Hunt we've already read. I don't need to read that again. We have to keep running up this darn long stairs. Couldn't she have done this at the bottom of the stairs? I guess probably not. She probably needs a good Wi-Fi signal. Has to be able to reach the, get a good satellite connection with her phone that she's making over here.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Okay, so it was Lambert that was intentionally messing with her. Got it.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Ebtenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Uh-oh. Taking a step back.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree, Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, N. Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end.
And that's Ciri.
Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
So we are the one that's going to determine whether or not she starts the end of the world or stops it. That's what she was trying to tell us. She's trying to warn us about that. So, we need two things in order to try to break the curse on this creature. And even that might not work. And the stories apparently never end nicely for things that are cursed this way. So I feel like we're probably only going to be able to stop the curse temporarily for this thing, which is not ideal for it. It's gonna probably serve our own purposes. We're probably gonna be able to get out whatever information we need to get out from it, but I don't think it's going to survive in the end, which is a little bit sad. But yeah.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin.
Wait, all is ready? We don't even have to go and gather the stuff that she was talking about? We already have, like, the triangle or whatever? Okay. Fair enough. One moment. There we go. Okay, so we leveled up. That's good. But did we get another, like, perk
Listen,
slot from
everyone.
that, is the question.
All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement.
Yeah, that guy nodding about
to
it.
seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us. But it's not safe, is it?
No, it'll probably die in the process.
Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
Alright, what's the other method?
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Clovis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion.
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Good, I'm glad there's another way that Vesemir has. Because I trust Vesemir's method way more. I feel like this thing's gonna suffer if it goes through Yennefer's method. Whereas Vesemir is kind.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
I'm sure he wanted to do that all along. But personally, I think it would have been
we
more
don't
fun to
have
replace the
glasses.
beams.
You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? On your way west last time I saw you.
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out, it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Poor troll, yeah.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
I would have spared the troll. This guy's got to learn a thing or two about sparing trolls.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, though.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Mixing work and romance? Bad idea. Vampire could have caught you with your pants down.
Suppose so. But you look the way I do, you gotta grab every chance you can get.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Maybe you should wear a mask permanently.
And maybe you should wear a gag.
What about the vampire?
I made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
Wait a second. So, he got somebody to, like, take a bunch of drugs, basically, and had the vampire suck their blood, and that vampire, therefore, like, passed out because of the drugs that they drunk through the blood? That's hilarious. Okay.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
It
That was a
eventful
good
times
story.
For me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Tell me about Uma. I'm
Long
confused.
story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
He's saying that intentionally to mess with Yennefer.
Triss is managing all right.
How are those scars she got at Sodden? Still there?
Lambert. Not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it?
Yeah, Lambert's not a very big fan
Imagine
of that
a lump
trial.
of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak.
I see.
Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
Okay, so that's the reason why they had to do the trial. They had to do the trial because they needed it to be able to allow them, to put them into a state where they can become a witcher. So that's the reason for it. Got it.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
We apparently do have a choice. Yeah, because he's about to say, because Vesemir has an idea.
Mir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might
He
be
doesn't have much
surprised.
belief in that.
Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late.
I feel like the echo is a bit much for this room.
Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
It's a big room, but still. Maybe it's because of all the stone, actually. Can't say I've ever been in a room quite like this one.
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn.
Is that all there is to do here? Where's the video games they got to play, huh? All they got to do is just drink, huh? That's some kind of life, I guess. I'd rather go fight some more monsters, to be honest. Let's have some fun. How about a round of cards? Time to go to sleep. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm not one for
All right,
parties.
guys. Bedtime.
That's what I would do, to be honest. I would just go to bed.
But we're not. And tomorrow's a big day.
Fine.
This would not be the kind of party for
Drinking
me.
with my mirror image is just no fun. At least it wasn't last time.
See? Even you can't stand yourself. Good night.
I'm sure there was some interesting shenanigans that would have happened if I said, "Oh, let's go have some fun," but nah. I'm good. I'll just go to bed. If I was him, I would just go to bed.
What a dream.
What, you had a strange dream? Why are you falling asleep there? Oh, right, because there's no bed. Because Yennefer threw it out the window because it had Triss's hair on it.
See, everyone's up and at 'em.
Didn't work, I guess.
Take it you had a productive evening?
Yes. We talked about Uma till late.
So I guess you didn't get a chance to see to the beams in the tower.
No. But we'll, get to that, I promise. Right, Lambert?
That's not very
Give the boys a
convincing.
rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term? Relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan, and it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep
So there's
silent.
some way to talk
Thank
to the
you,
person
Vesemir.
inside him?
And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit, but I suppose I have to trust you.
So in the end, we still do have to go along with her plan, huh? There's no way to change him back with Vesemir's stuff? Thought that table was long gone? What table?
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
That
Couldn't bear
Albert?
to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Okay, so it's a torture table.
So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
Okay. So, gather necessary ingredients to brew the decoction of the grasses.
Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. ran
You wanna
some
listen to her.
equations.
Meaning you guessed.
Okay. Just saying that she doesn't really know what she's doing. Got it. Sounds great. Oh, I have to brew the thing? The concoction of the grasses. Assuming that's in here somewhere? Quest? Is it a quest item? There? It should be, right? There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, craft item. Use to begin the process by which a normal human body is mutated into that of a witcher. Okay, so this is the witcher making potion. I see. So we're just gonna turn him into a witcher directly, huh?
Potion's ready.
tools too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Poor guy. This is not gonna be fun.
Ready.
He'll either become a witcher and survive, or
Open
he'll
the
just gonna
vials.
die.
It doesn't matter in which order.
Mother's tears, wild dried use, speargrass sap. All right, here we go. I hope this works. Otherwise, this is a lot of pain for nothing.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Okay, so the table was for restraining kids as they were turned into witchers.
Geralt, next potion.
Can we actually stop?
Listen, we should stop this.
Then Uma dies. Very painfully.
Yennefer's right.
Open the next valve.
Okay, yeah, as expected, there's no way we can stop it.
OECK Finn.
What's she
What
doing?
now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work.
Calming
Might
it?
take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he...
That's not gonna be fun.
Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags on it.
Well, that's not a fun job.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No, the trial. If that's Syrian there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Well, what else are you gonna do? They didn't have any other idea.
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
What,
Gentlemen,
training it?
The floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
There's definitely not Siri in there. That's for sure.
Geralt, maybe you oughta...
Come now, Eskel. I shan't bite you. Just do it.
Is he sleeping like that?
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
I see.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
Oh, you have to keep her awake
No,
and using the spell.
I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake. I don't know. Tell me a story.
A story's gonna make you fall asleep. Dandelion buying me a sword?
Ever tell you about the time Dandelion bought me a sword?
Was that in Kerak? Just after we...
Decided to take a break, yeah. My swords had disappeared, doesn't matter how. And Dandelion insisted I had to be armed. Decided he'd buy me a weapon. Came to me beaming. The truest Verolidan steel. Good price too. So good it felt like I was stealing. Naturally, blade shattered first parry I threw.
Yeah, Dandelion would not know how to find a good blade.
It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Okay. The phylactery, that's the thing that absorbed all the elements.
Never severe. Kaniatad. Nevid. Savir. Kowal. Arriva. Endir. No. No, I won't let you. Geralt. Yellow flask. In my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
What?
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Nevid Severe. Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Oh, it's telling you how to fix it?
Nevid. Kariva. Endir. Geralt. The phylactery.
There's definitely a mage in there.
Kaniatad. Taran Anade. Jeez.
Okay, you've contained the curse in the phylactery, and there's the person. an elf, a mage, who's able to help tell you how to
Havelock?
help him out
You know him?
at the end.
Yes. An elf. And hell. A sage.
I
Where
guess he
is Ciri?
got his clothes back.
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The Isle of Mists. What does the hunt want from her? That doesn't matter.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
So it's a different plane of
Listen,
existence?
Sage, we didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
Oh, you can still cast magic in that state, huh? Wow.
In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry.
Oh, we're going back to Skellige.
Hurry. I tried to protect her. But the curse. The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Okay, so
Enough,
she's
Geralt.
hiding.
He's not yet.
So she's hiding on an island in Skellige that is probably surrounded by mist and can't be found for some reason by the Wild Hunt. And she's trapped there because if she leaves, they'll immediately find her. So we need to go there and rescue her, or like accompany her out or something. I'd imagine we'll get there and she is already gone, but we'll
Free of
see.
Death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't.
I hope he does.
No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through. Do you understand?
Okay, so he's not going to become a Witcher after this, in other words. That's disappointing. He's just going to be crippled, most likely. I mean, it's better than being in the state he was before, to be honest. I'm glad this turned out better than expected.
Don't you think
Turned out
there are
alright.
some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Well, actually, I shouldn't say better than expected. This is what I expected, right? That we'd be able to transform him back, get the answers, and he would die. It seems like he is possibly going to survive, though, at least.
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance.
She has to face her fate.
Time we, the hunted, became the hunters.
Yeah.
Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise.
Yeah, everyone's nodding,
They'll
and I
be
agree.
Sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Why not? We got
Have a
upgrades.
choice. Besides delaying the inevitable,
Pretty Boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic?
Yep.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalok to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
I think he'll
boys and
most
I'll
likely
consider how we
survive.
should greet our
I just don't know in what
unlikely
state.
guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Okay, that was very cool, and I'm glad that it turned out that way, and also, I'm glad that Yennefer was genuinely trying to help this guy survive, and like, her actions were definitely more nice than I gave her credit for in helping this guy out. It did end up turning out like he actually did turn back into a human or an elf, I guess, which I wasn't fully expecting. I was expecting that her plan would just have it in pain until we got the answers out of him, but things actually worked. Now I guess our plan is to do some sort of gathering of the Avengers to somehow fight back against the Wild Hunt. They said, oh yeah, well, we've only got 5 people in a ruined castle and we want to fight back against them, and I agree, that's complete nonsense. But obviously we're not going to be able to, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure what the Wild Hunt is exactly and how many of them there are, but we're not going to go into their world and just destroy their world single-handedly, right? With just the 5 of us. That's not what our plan is going to be. There's got to be something that we and Ciri are going to be able to do together to go into their world, and maybe, well, I'm guessing what's going to happen is we're going to go in there and destroy something or disable something or disconnect our world somehow. Something like that in order to solve the problem permanently. We're not going to go there and just eliminate the Wild Hunt. That's not happening. So I feel like that's the way that this has to go. That's definitely the way this has to go. Now, before anything else, I think I got a level up, right? Okay, but it didn't... I need level 22 in order to get another slot here, then 26, then 30. Okay, so I still have a little ways to go before I'm able to actually utilize these attribute points that I've got. That's fine. That's fine. Well, I think I will stop here for now. That was quite a... that was quite an interesting thing that happened right there, turning this guy into almost another Witcher. But like it said, we said, it seems like he didn't pass the trial, and he failed the trial. But since we had a witch with us, a mage with us, we were able to preserve his life even though he failed. It's too bad then that somebody like that was not on hand back in the day when this table was used for creating other Witchers. Although, again, we don't really know what state he's going to be in when he finally comes to. And this Eskel guy, he seems alright. I'm still not happy with the knowledge that he roped Lambert into this when he was a child by saving his father and demanding him as repayment. But it is what it is. There's not much I can say about it. I think I've said mostly everything I have to say. So next time we'll go to Skellige, I guess. I know I didn't expect to be going back to Skellige so soon. I guess while we're there, we can do more side quests there as well. But I don't think we're gonna do that immediately. We're first just going to, I guess, talk to our friends who could help defeat the Wild Hunt. Okay, I don't know who that's going to be. I guess we'll find out who all those friends are. I don't know all the people that Geralt knows. Geralt knows a lot more people than I'm aware of, I'm sure, to get help. I can think of one at least. It's what's her name? The one we just bought the stuff from to redo our attribute points, right? It was whatever her name was. You know what I'm talking about, right? That lady. We could get her to help probably. And we could get Dandelion to help, although I don't think that's going to be a real help. Could we possibly get Dijkstra to help? I know we didn't leave on very good terms. We weren't on very good terms with him, but maybe we could get his assistance with something. That's just a thought. So I guess we'll see. We'll see who can get to help us in our come together as the Avengers party going into the fight against the Abyss and against the dragons and against the whatever it is we're going to be fighting when we go fight the Wild Hunt, whatever that's going to mean. We'll see. And then we'll go to Skellige, we'll save Ciri, we'll go in there, we'll fight them, and that'll be the end of everything. That'll be the end of The Witcher. I doubt it's going to be that easy, but we'll see. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave comments, and I'll see you next time.